Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? And of course, welcome back to the Sports Lovers. I am your host on the channel, Grant Sullivan, and in today's second video of the day, we are going to be playing our Texas A&M Road to Glory. Switching it up a little bit. I know I posted on Twitter the video schedule. This would be the final video of the day, but I'm going to play this one before we hop into our Madden franchise with the Carolina Panthers. But first, if you are new to the channel, you already know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. AHSA game announcement today. Did not do it in the PSA card reveal video because I was so focused on getting that one out that I really wanted to get it out for you guys. But I will be at Mobile Christian tonight. They are taking on St. Ignatius, I believe is how you say that school's name that they're facing. They're from Mississippi, obviously a non-region game for the Mobile Christian Leopards. They're top 25 in the state right now. They have been balling, and I cannot wait to be at that game tonight. However, of course, last night I was at the Baldwin County game, if you guys did not see, but I got tackled. So, yeah, that was pretty fun last night. My leg is a little bit sore, but it is what it is. We're still out here making content for you guys, so hit that sub button, leave a comment down below so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And without further ado, let us go ahead and hop right into this Texas A&M Road to Glory episode. All right, so here we are, of course, at the home screen here for our Texas A&M Road to Glory. Let us go ahead and start off with our practice. Obviously, Texas A&M season has not gone the way that we wanted it to so far. We're 1-1 on the year, obviously, with a very frustrating loss last week. So I'm very interested to see if this A&M squad can bounce back. But our receivers don't really do us any help when they drop the ball. So hopefully these receivers can, of course, learn to catch the ball, as it's a great start so far as we do get in the end zone on our first little drive of the first practice of the week. So we're going to dish that one off to number 2, our superstar wide receiver. What we got to do, man, is just let these receivers get out in the field and make some plays. We got to trust the offense to make some play calling, that's for sure. But yeah, so obviously the final game of the final weekend of the MLB regular season is, of course, this weekend. Astros need some help to get in. That's a nice snag by our receivers. That was what I'm talking about. But the Astros, they need some help to get in, as that is a nice heads-up play by the receivers. From Boston, we got to have Boston at least probably go 2-1 against the Detroit Tigers this weekend, while we do have to sweep. So we won't be able to clinch the playoffs until the final day of the regular season, which would be crazy if we did. So I'm very interested to see what Houston has in store. Valdez did start yesterday. If obviously we don't make the playoffs, then that'll be his final start as a Houston Astro, tentatively, as he is a free agent this upcoming season. So again, very curious as to what is going to happen in the final weekend of the regular season between Houston, Detroit, and of course the Cleveland Guardians. But there's one more team still in the mix, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the New York Mets on the American League side of course, the... Ooh, we just got picked off right there. But we do end the practice with a bronze. So great start right there. But the National League race is also a little bit heating up, as well, as we do go a little bit in front of the depth chart thanks to that practice. Let's have ourselves a week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go out there and beat the New Mexico Lobos, of course, this week. But very excited for the final week of the regular season. Not sure if you guys saw this, but Netflix acquired the rights to the opening day game between, of course, the Yankees and the Giants in 2026. So that is going to be very fun to see. Very interested to see which team, of course, or if any of those teams are going to win the World Series, because we know that the Yankees are in the playoffs. As we are hopping into College Station, very fitting that we are playing this College Station Texas A&M Road to Glory because of Auburn. Auburn is playing at Texas A&M this week, of course, so it's going to be a fun one. Saw a stat the other day that said no coach in Auburn school history has, of course, lost in their fifth game in year 3. That is wild to see. So hopefully that is some positive signs for this weekend. However, positive signs for this game have been very hard to come by, as we take a juke way too early, but we do get 3 yards, so we will take that. But our offense has got to make some plays. We can't be having nobody open on these first couple drives, as we looks like we're going to get out in the middle of the field. We hit a nice spin move for a first down and then some as we get out of bounds. Of course, great play call by the quarterback, Sullivan, number 9 right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we like to see from this Texas A&M offense, as we are running all over the field on that one, as we do get the ball off, and it is an incomplete pass. So thank goodness for that, because we would have been in trouble on first down. That would have been a sack. So let us see what we are working with here, as we are going to just take this ball off and run for it. Actually, we're going to throw that deep. That's probably an interception, as it is an incomplete pass. So not the greatest start in the world for the Aggies. Let's see if we can't make it fourth and manageable or get a first down, So this game, that was a terrible pass right there, as it is 4th and 10, ladies and gentlemen. Not the season that we want so far for the Aggies, as our defense does bail us out on that drive. I don't understand how this A&M team is so bad with them being in the SEC and all of that. I get it's in the future, but like, they couldn't have planned a worse future, as Triangle should have caught that ball, but that is an incomplete pass right there, of course, on first down. So let us see what we're working with, though, however, on 2nd and 10. Very excited. Again, like I said, for the MLB playoffs, this race is heating up, and I cannot wait for it this weekend. Of course, we also got college football this weekend. We got the Ryder Cup that's started today. So lots of stuff in the world of sports, ladies and gentlemen, happening this weekend. As we do make it 4th and manageable, our coach does not want to keep us on the field, though, for this 4th down, as, of course, our defense does hold the New Mexico Lobos once again. Lots of college football action this weekend. Can't wait for it, as it's going to be a fun weekend, a fun Saturday, rather, as that is incomplete in the world of sports. Very excited for this weekend, if you cannot tell. It's going to be an absolute banger, starting tonight with some high school football in the state of Alabama. So, that's a good pass right there. That is what we need, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and inches. We don't have to make a play every time. We just need something to get us going right here. I think I may keep this one as a quarterback sneak, as that definitely was not the right call, as now it is 4th and 1. We should have handed that ball off, but it is what it is, as our defense once again holds us. So this game is trying to bail us out, but our offense can't seem to get it going whatsoever here in this game against the New Mexico Lobos, of course. However, we are still driving, so hopefully that's the case as we get the ball off in time, but he does get out of bounds. However, that's a nice start, 4 yards on 1st and 10. We absolutely take that. Again, I'm going to be on the radio tonight around 6:30 or so, as we get sacked right there for no reason. But yeah, I'm going to be on the radio again tonight, guys. If you guys haven't tuned in already to WNSP, you're missing out, man. Previewing lots of high school football stuff in the state of Alabama. That's a first down, baby. 4th and inches. Come on, coach. Let us go for it, as we do not get to go for it there. But it is 4th and 1, as the Lobos do score right there. So very interested to see this for second half, rather, or if we can even get the ball down the field, as we roll out right and throw it over our intended receiver. So not looking too great to start out right there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the yap session of the day, as we are going to get sacked once again. 3rd and 21. Why did I go? Okay, thank God that we did not have to run the halfback slip screen right there. But it is 3rd and 21, as this A&M offense absolutely sucks. We may be transferring at the end of the year. We're going to throw that deep and get nowhere close. So 4th and 21 now, as that was a blown 2-minute drill. But we get the ball back once again. Not sure how this A&M defense keeps getting the ball back, but we keep getting the ball back, as we are ice cold right now. We need something to get us going, as that is a good pickup of 6 right there to be for 2nd and 4. Hopefully we start off this drive nice, though, as it is of course, 2nd and 4. We're going to escape right, throw 2-0, and we do get touched right there. I'm not sure how we got touched right there, but it is what it is. Let's keep this drive alive, ladies and gentlemen. That's a first down right there. That's what we like to see, as we are going to go no huddle once again in this matchup. We do have all 3 timeouts, but we do need to save them for a better situation in the second half. That's another first down right there, or excuse me. We are going, oh, we should have called a timeout right there, but the game did not allow us to do that. So we are not looking too hot right here, ladies and gentlemen. That is an interception on a green thrown ball. So, man, this game is kicking our butts right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we may get taken out of the game, of course, by the time that happens, as it looks like we are. The New Mexico Lobos do go up 6. So we need a touchdown right here. We've been in every game so far thanks to our defense, but offense just can't seem to get anything going. That's a first down, though. That should be a A&M touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. We take that all day. The A&M Aggies do finally get on the board as we do throw a touchdown, but New Mexico does answer back. This is going to be a very close matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Let us see what the A&M offense can work with here, as we're going to roll out right a little bit, dish it off to number 2. That's a first down. Man, where was this offense earlier in the year, the first couple of weeks? I have no idea. But as of right now, this Aggie offense is cooking on all cylinders. As we hand that ball off, running back does get escape right there, but we do get minus 1 yard on the play. So very interested to see if this Aggie offense can bounce back, because, ooh, that's a sketch ball, but it is caught for a 3rd down and 8. I'm very excited right here, boys. Let's get this. We scored a touchdown, which is a first. We have not done that yet this year, I don't think. As we wait long enough, that's a first down right there for the Texas A&M Aggies. That is what we like to see. That's called ball movement, guys. That is what is going to win us football games, getting the ball down the field. Let's see what we're working with, though, as we do dish that one off to our running back, as that is a 2nd and 1, and we have an injury timeout. Joshua Moses is going down, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, definitely a loss for the Aggies as our starting offensive line goes down. But let's see what we can do offensively right here. We're going to hand this ball off up the middle as we do break a tackle, hand it off, down to the 12-yard line. That's what we like to see, fellas. That is that's called progress right there. Let's see what we're working with, though, as we got R1 right there in the open field, as that's only going to pick up 3 yards or so. This game turning out to be very competitive, and this may be a very important competitive matchup in the future, as Triangle gets there and he is into the end zone for the 2nd Aggie touchdown of the game. Let's go. That's what we wanted to see when we committed to the Texas A&M Aggies, as it is 12-14, and when we have the ball, ladies and gentlemen, 2 touchdown passes for the quarterback Sullivan, 165 passing yards, as we hand that off up the middle and we get about 3 or 4 yards out of the deal. And let's see, though, what we are working with now. 2nd and 8 here from the Aggie, of course, 38-yard line up the middle right there, and we do get 7. So it is a massive 3rd down and 1 coming up here for, 3rd and 2 rather, coming up here for the Aggies. I think I'm going to let this running back do the work right here for us, as he gets around and does get the first down, ladies and gentlemen, as one more timeout for the Lobos, and it looks like the A&M Aggies are going to get a victory. We haven't had that in quite a while, as it's been a good week so far, ladies and gentlemen, to close us out, as we do get a halfback toss right there, but that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left here in College Station, as the Aggies are looking for their win, or their 2nd win on the year. 2 out of 3 in conference play non-conference play wouldn't be too bad for a first-year starter right there, as it is now 3rd and 13. We are going to have to make a play here, though, if we do want to come out on top right here. As the A&M Aggie offense staying out there on the field on third down. We're going to throw it deep, and it is caught by our receiver as that is 1st and goal. That is going to ice the game. Sullivan ends the game hot, ladies and gentlemen. What a ball game as the Texas A&M Aggies do defeat the New Mexico Lobos in one of Sullivan's very few wins to start off his career. Anyway, that is going to do it for Texas A&M, of course, Road to Glory. We got the W this week. Very excited and happy that we did. What a comeback win. Quarterback Sullivan, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 189 passing yards, and 35 yards in rushing. We're doing it all, ladies and gents, but let's see if we can't take that into conference play. I'm going to hop off, get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. Once again, I will be at the Mobile Christian game tonight, so locals around here, tune in to 105.5 WNSP tonight as I will be live on radio. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the first episode for the Madden 26 Carolina Panthers franchise. I'll see you in that one. Peace.